What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about 3 things the Atlanta Falcons must do in 2025 to make the playoffs. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App. If you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about 3 things the Atlanta Falcons must do in 2025 to make the playoffs. And the first thing that I feel like our Falcons need to do is we have to go into every single game with a 1-0 mentality. We have to focus on every single opponent each week, and we have to be laser focused. We can't afford to look ahead to the next opponent or look down the road in the playoff standings and things of that nature. As you guys know, we are entering week 1 where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is our first opponent. We will open up the season opener at home, in which will be a 1 p.m. Eastern kickoff next Sunday. And I really feel like this is the most important game of the season. We have to address every single game as that 1-0 mentality. We can't afford to do what we did last season. We know last season the mantra was to outrun the South, and we started off really, really well, and it ended up crumbling and spiraling down, by year's end. So I really feel like it's important that we be where our feet are, meaning whatever game you're getting ready to play, that's the most important game. We need to be focused on that opponent. We don't need to worry about whether it's an NFC South team or whether it's another out-of-conference team. We have to play every single game like it's a playoff game, like it's the Super Bowl, and we have to be laser focused. So that's my first thing, that we have to have an any given Sunday mentality, meaning any team on any given day can beat any team in the NFL. All of these guys are professionals. They're in the NFL for a reason. There's a lot of good players, a lot of good coaches in the league. So we can't afford to look past anybody this season. So that's the first thing. We have to maintain a laser focus on the next opponent. Whatever team you're playing that week, that's the most important game of the season. Number 2, for us to have the ability to make the playoffs this season is going to be the turnover battle. The Falcons must win the turnover battle this season. We can't go into games and turn the ball over and expect to come out with a W. Majority of the times, if you look at the statistics and things of that nature, teams that turn the ball over and lose the turnover battle usually lose football games or lose that particular football game if they lost the turnover battle. So it's going to be important in this season. Our calling card needs to be taking care of the ball on offense and on special teams when we have the football and we're possessing the football. On defense, forcing turnovers have to be the calling card of this Atlanta Falcons team. So we have to be fundamentally sound. We can't afford to throw interceptions. We can't afford to fumble the football. We can't afford to give other teams multiple opportunities to score touchdowns and to score points and give teams favorable field position. That's going to be very important this season. Last year, that was one of the biggest issues for our team. Even though we had the 6th overall offense in the league, we turned the ball over way too much last season. We gave other teams multiple cracks at scoring points, and it ended up being the downfall for that Atlanta Falcons team last year. So this year, we have to focus on protecting the football. And the last thing, which is number 3, for this team to be a playoff team, we have to finish games. I don't know how many times I've said it's not about how you start, but it's how you finish. This Falcons team has to approach every single game, every single play. You have to finish. You have to hustle. You have to play all 4 quarters. It's not good enough to, play well early, like we've seen in some of these years where the Falcons start off hot. We're in, having a winning record. We're leading the division, and then down the stretch, we start to crumble. Even in some of the football games, we start off early with a lead, and then over a 4-quarter period, we start to deteriorate. The team starts to come back, and we start to get in our own way and lose games that way. So it's going to be important in this season that we finish games. That's been one of the biggest issues even since that Super Bowl being up 28-3. I hate to bring it back up, but that was the issue in that game, that we didn't finish. We didn't play all 4 quarters. We didn't play until the clock struck zero. At the end of the day, you can't expect teams in the NFL, which is the professional ranks, for teams to lay down. Guys are going to keep battling. Guys are going to keep clawing until they get back in it, and possibly until they win the game. So it's going to be important that this Atlanta Falcons team has that grit and has that no quit mentality and has that never give up mentality and has the ability to finish games. The way that you finish games in the NFL, you play ball control, you run the football, you sack the quarterback, you create negative plays for the opposing team, you make sound decisions as the coaching staff, knowing when to call timeouts, knowing when not to call a timeout, knowing when to challenge a play. The small, intricate details that we talk about, that's what makes teams great. When they do all of the fundamental things. And if you look at the teams that consistently win, the Kansas City Chiefs have a very good coaching staff, have guys that's been in the league over 30, 40 years, with guys like Andy Reid, Steve Spagnuolo, guys that have been head coaches, been assistant coaches, been offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators. They have a ton of experience. And we have the same thing on this Atlanta Falcons coaching staff. Raheem Morris has been around the game 20 plus years. Jerry Gray was a former NFL player. He's been in the league a really long time. He knows a lot about the game. If you just go up and down this coaching staff, we have guys that have played in the league, the TJ Yates of the world. Zach Robinson played in the league for a bit as a quarterback, but he's been an offensive coordinator with the Rams and been on offensive quality control. So we have a lot of guys on this roster, guys on this coaching staff that has a ton of experience, but we have to be wise during the season. So I do raise the bar really high for this Atlanta Falcons team. I really feel like this team definitely has the pieces to be a playoff team as we look forward to week 1. But it should be one mission, and that mission is to win games. That mission is to make the playoffs. I don't care about the individual accolades, because at the end of the day, it's a team sport. Football's a team sport. It's about being your brother's keeper. It's about everybody holding each other up and holding each other accountable. And I expect this Atlanta Falcons team to have a really successful season. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on my 3 keys to this Atlanta Falcons team being a playoff team. As I mentioned, I'll go back through it really quick. Number 1, take it one game at a time. The next game is the most important game. The NFC South and division games is not the most important games. Every game you play could determine if you get into the playoffs. The number 2, win the turnover battle. If you win the turnover battle, that's half the battle in the NFL. If you possess the ball, if you give your team more opportunities to score points, usually they will. And then the last thing is finishing. This Atlanta Falcons team must learn how to finish as an organization. It starts at the head with Arthur Blank, and it goes down to the remainder of the team. So the coaching staff, the players, everybody has to have the mentality of to always be closing and thinking about how you're going to finish. As Terry Fontenot always says as our GM, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if we approach every single play that I have to finish this play from the first player down to the 53rd player on the team, that we have to finish, that I have to hustle, that I have to do the fundamental things the correct way, we'll have success in this season. So with that being said, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. If you enjoy my content, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. Hit that like button for your boy. Super chat. We appreciate every single thing you do for the channel. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.